Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great day or has had a great day. I know it's been a while since I've done this, but I'm excited to be back. We've got a great challenge today from Donna Coles. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. So let's jump right into it. There we go. Let's see here. Turn on my do not disturb. Here we go. All right, here we go. So, flexible tabular display. So, another inspiration from Sam Parsons, from Donna, which is great. We're going to recreate a tabular display. But we're going to give the end user some options for bars or numbers. And the challenge here is that you can see is that right now you can just see these are the bars, and if we change these to numbers, we'll see what the numbers are. But the real trick here is going to be we're going to decide whether to show the individual years or not. So right now we're just looking at the totals, the overall average per year. So you can see here whenever I select show re-year details, it expands and shows me those years, which is really interesting. Then if we do the numbers, the same thing happens there, right? So what is happening here? So that's what we're going to try and figure out. Is we're dynamically hiding the filter. We're dynamically hiding the years here. So let's go figure out how we're going to do this. All right, so here we are in Tableau. Let's go ahead and connect to our Superstore data set. And we're going to go ahead and bring out category and subcategory. We'll worry about formatting later. Looks like everything is just sorted alphabetically. Yep. Furniture, office supplies, technology. Very good. Okay. And so now what we need to do is, you can see here we have the sales as sales as a float with one decimal point. And it's at K, right? So we're showing thousands here. So what we need to do is we'll just go ahead and create a calculated field for that. And we'll call this sales K like that. And that's just going to be the sum of sales divided by 1,000. Click OK. We'll do some default number formatting here to be a number and just one decimal place. So we'll do that. Nope. Here. Oh, and then we need region up at the top here. So we'll pick out our region. It's in the location hierarchy. There it is. Let's see. But it's the average, right? So this is the overall average. So what we need to do is we need to, well, it's the yearly average. So let's go do this, and we'll do discrete year. And then we will add column grand total. Nope, not column, row grand totals. And we will show our subtotals. Actually, we don't need grand totals. We just need the subtotals. All right, so we've got our averages there. Yeah, and then we go up to analysis, totals, show using average. And there we go, right? Let's make sure we're looking at this right. So we've got, yeah, 6, 1.8, 8.3, 8.4. And 20 to 20, 20. Oh, and then we need to move our row total. We need to move totals to the left. There we go. And we've got, okay. And we need to move our grand totals to the top. There we go. All right, so this is, okay, so we do need to show the overall grand total. So we'll do, there we go. All right, so 7.4, 10.36. There we go. Now we're looking good. Chairs are really, really high. That looks good. All right, so that's that. Now for profit ratio, we need to, we'll go ahead and show these here. We need to show, so what is, do we already have profit ratio here? I think we do, yeah, profit ratio. And so what we need to do now is we need to do a measure names and measure values, which is going to be sales and profit ratio. Measure names. And there we go. Make sure this is right. So how are we doing this here? Let's look. Oh, is it this way? No, not that way. Yeah, so we have, for the central region, there we go, there it is. Okay, oh, so what we need to do for that is we need to create a, we just need to multiply profit ratio to get it to a float, right? We just need to multiply all of this by 100. And then we need to do some number formatting here. And we'll do no decimal places, 1 decimal place. Nope, not a percentage. Just a number. There we go. Okay, so we have 12, we have 9.3, 12.5, 14.2, and 12. Negative 8 points, down 8 points. Okay, so that's good. So now what we need to do is, no, let's do, let's see here. Hey Tim, good to see you. Let's see here. I need to see this. Okay, so that's pretty simple. I think what we'll do here is I need to first, I just need to, this is gonna look weird for a minute. Essentially what I need to do is, come on, there it is. I'm gonna put my triangles into a calculated field window because Mac doesn't like the character thing. Now I'll go to profit ratio, I'll go default number format, I set it to 1 decimal place. Now I'll go to custom, I will add, okay, so we grab this one. Yeah, we grab this one. Well, we'll just grab both of them since we're going to do this. Number format. There we go. Now we go here. I'm going to paste that in there. But now this is going to go here. And this goes here. Click OK. And you can see we've got our triangles here now. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take measure values, calculation, oh yeah, we can get rid of this one now because we don't need it anymore. We're going to take measure values and we're going to drop that on color. We're going to right click and use separate legends, and then we're going to do this for that one. Both of these are going to be custom diverging. Let's see, what did she use? Okay, so we'll do profit above, yeah, positive profit is this guy. Paste. And paste. Okay. Two. There we go. Click apply. There's our bars. But now we need to do this, which is going to be that. But then this guy is this. All right. So we'll copy that, go over there, paste that in there, and we'll make sure that the median is, or the middle is 0. Click apply, and you can see there that we've got our bars working the way that we want. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got that. These will be our bars. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? So now I think we're pretty good as far as values go. I did say wanted at 35. What was that? What did she say? So the bars as above, but at 35% opacity. Okay. Oh, the same. Okay, so when it's the bars, she wants this at 35, which looks kind of weird right now, but we'll fix that when we do the formatting. font. Okay, so let's light. Is that what this guy is? Let's see. Let's do format, paint bucket, worksheet, and paste that in there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, but we have, oh, okay, so I need to do on this guy, on the colors, we also need to include the totals here. There we go. Okay. But that, my reds, are not as dark as hers are, which is interesting. Is that? Oh, we'll figure that out later. We don't. What we need to do is we need to figure out how to dynamically hide the years now. So what else do we know about this? We see two parameters here. So let's create these parameters. So let's do create a parameter 1. Both of these only have 2 options here. So we'll just use, we'll just use Boolean parameters here. So this is show as, and it'll be a Boolean, and whenever it's true, it'll be bars, numbers. We'll default it to true, which is bars. So that's one. Let's create another one. We'll call this show year details. Show year details, and we'll have this be a Boolean, and we'll have false because we don't want the years, right? That's what the default, all right? So this will be the default, is that. No. Okay, think about this here. Yeah, we'll just leave those as default, right? Okay, but we're gonna default it to false. Okay, that works. Now let's figure out what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna have like, so we don't need to worry about the show as, because that's just gonna be, because what's gonna happen is once we get all of the interactivity working, we're just going to duplicate this sheet, and we're going to go from there. We're going to duplicate the sheet, and then we'll use either sheet swapping or dynamic zone visibility or something like that to get our sheets to swap out, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to get different mark types. That's the only way you can get different mark types whenever you're changing values on a dashboard. So we will have to use sheet swapping, so we'll use either dynamic zone visibility or sheet swapping for that. Okay. Do I need, yeah, I need to do this for totals here. Apply to totals. Click apply, there we go. All right, so that's working. Still don't know why it's not showing up as, maybe it's 65. I mean, it's darker there, but okay, let's figure that. Oh, again, I need to stop worrying about that so much. Okay. But we need to figure out how we're going to do the show details. So if we think about, so essentially let's figure out, I think what we need to do is figure out how we're going to get the years, how we would get the years to go away without using row level or without using any interactivity. And then once we figure out that mechanism, then we can maybe reverse engineer it. So if I wanted to hide these, years, but I still wanted to show the total, the way that I would do that is I would select the years, I would select all of them like this. I would right click and I would click hide. in a nutshell, that's it, right? That's how you dynamically, or that's not how you dynamically, that's how you show hide. This can be a really powerful, show hide can be very powerful because with table calculations, right? So that's where I've seen the hide feature used primarily is with table calculations, because in order to calculate a year over year, right, for instance, you have to have both of the years in the view, but you don't want to have, but sometimes you don't want to show that earliest year, because everything, all of the values will be null. Like, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Instead of me trying to decide, instead of me trying to do this, talk through it, I'll just show you. So if I bring out year and then I do year and month, yeah, year and quarter's fine. And then I'll bring out sales, right? And then what I do is I do a quick table calculation to show the year over year growth, right? Now let's say I only want to look at the last 2 years. So you go to a year, you go to filter, you only bring in the last 2 years, right? So let me just change this to month because it'll look better. Okay, so, and I'll change these to bars just so we can see it. Okay, so here's a year over year by month calculated quick table calculation, right? All of these are null, right? And I only want to look at the last 2 years, so I want to know for the current year, what is the year over year growth? Well, this can be confusing, and it takes up a lot of real estate that your end users do not want to see. So how do we get rid of that? Well, if we try to exclude it, right? If we exclude it, which means we filter out this second year, everything goes blank because Tableau can't do the table calculation, right? So what we do is we hide it. It's still in the view, it's just not being hidden. Or it's not being shown, it's being hidden, right? So Tableau is still able to do the calculation because those values are still in the view, but it's being hidden from the view, if that makes sense. They're not being filtered, it's different. So this is an interesting use case because we're not doing table calculations. We're just hiding and showing years. So how are we going to be able to do that? So we have this. So I think we're still going to use that show hide feature. It's just going to be a little bit different, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a calculated field, and this is a pretty slick trick here that Sam has kind of made us think through. This is a really interesting trick here. So this is just like, we're gonna call this show hide years, and that's going to be based on the parameter if show year details is true, right? That means we want to see the years. Then show, else hide, end. Okay. So that goes up there. It's a dimension. Let's put it up here. And let's flip that parameter. So let's show our parameter control. It's on false. Let's go to true. And because I've show hidden. There we go. So look at what we have here, right? So we have this show hide. We have this show here, right? And if I do false, I still see the years, and that's okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on hide on my show hide years dimension, which is showing right here, right? I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hide only the hide dimension. Not the show dimension, the hide dimension. And because it's dynamic, based on a parameter, it's going to switch back and forth between show and hide. And I'm only telling Tableau to hide the hide dimension. So I click hide, and that takes everything away. And now, whenever I flip this to true, there's all my years, because you can see here that show is showing. So now, how do I fix this? How do I, not fix it, but how do I clean this up? Well, that's really easy. You just go here and you just uncheck show header, and now it's gone. And now you've got a parameter driven show hide, which can be really, really powerful, not just in this scenario, but in that year-over-year calculation that I just showed, right? Like, you can do that, you can make that dynamic. So now you can default it to not show that previous year, right? But if we wanted to see that, maybe, you know, for example, you wanted to show not just the year-over-year growth, but also you wanted to show like the sales, right? So you wanted to see what those sales look like. You could do that. So that's a pretty slick trick there. And there's that. And let's see. So that's how we're gonna do that. And then yeah, we need to do some formatting here. So all of the text. So let's do format, workbook, font. The color of the font she gave us is this, and just like that. Yep. All right. So now let's do some formatting here. So we'll go format. This is average per year. There we go. Let's do this guy. We're going to format this guy, and he's going to be, instead of grand total, it's going to be all categories. And that's still the total. That still shows total. Okay. So now let's do, so now we've got that looking right. So now let's do some sheet formatting, and we need to get our banding right. So let's figure out what the banding is. Let's do that. But now we need to have oh, got it. It's not row banding. Yeah, it's total banding, right? So that is this. The dark background color is this. So for the grand total, right? So the grand total here is this guy. And we'll do it for the header too. And then the subtotal is this guy. And we'll do more colors. Nope, Tableau doesn't like to do, or Mac doesn't like to do that. Okay, and then we'll do this again for the header. Oh, whoop, wrong one. Clear that, clear that. This guy, there we go. It's this one. Paste. Paste. Well, no, it's not the header. because that's changing that one. We don't want to change that one. We want to change this one. So we don't want that. We want row banding is weird. So you can see it changed the Ugh. Let's see what this does. Nope. I didn't think it would. Okay, well, that's frustrating. But you can see here, you can barely, and I doubt you'll be able to see it on the live stream, but maybe if I zoom in, you can see that it is, you can see that the total header is a different color, but it's not the other, it's not for the others. So I don't know. Get rid of that, get rid of this. All right, so, but essentially now you've just got to do some formatting, do some tooltips, and we can get rid of this guy. And then we just build out our dashboard, right? So yeah, we'll, I don't know, we'll do, I don't know, 11 bold. Yeah, looks good. This guy is bold. And that guy is not. Well, it is, but let's see, we'll do bold, but we'll, instead of, yeah, we'll do 8. That looks good. And so everything is bold. All of the headers are bold, so we'll do bold here. We'll press that up to 10. Bold 9. Yeah. Maybe 8. Yeah, there we go. And then this guy can be 11. No, just 10. 10's good. All right, so there's that. Yeah, looks like we need to do some more format, some banding or some grid lines. So we'll go, not on the header though. There's that. Oh, no column. There we go. Just like that. There it is. Okay. Except we do have column dividers. But yeah, we do have column dividers. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. All right. Oh, Donna. Yes, please, I want a clue. When applying the shading to the total rows, make sure you're just looking at the sheet setting, the row setting. Ah. Yep. Thank you. So what so I'm doing everything at the sheet level, and I need to be doing it at the row. Right? So for the total for this guy. So let's go back here and let's clear this. Let's do there. Let's just do everything at the sheet, or maybe I didn't need to do that, but let's do that. And now let's go to sheet. Yep, you're right. I see now. And Thanks for tuning in, Donna. I appreciate it. The other thing is that I can't. You said the bars are the same except at 35% opacity, but I can't. I set my opacity to. When I set my opacity to 35%, it gets really, really dark for my bars. So, oh, I know why. It's because I don't have this step color. This is just 2 steps. There we go. Now I can set this to 35%. That's what. Well, still, see, it's really, really dark. I don't know. Maybe it should be 65 because that's 35%. That seems really dark still too. Anyway, all right, let's figure this. Let's do this again. This is the medium color. There it is. See how it changed the row? It's just for the sheet, just for the rows, not for the entire sheet, because I was doing it on the sheet. And so what was happening is it was doing it for rows and columns, and I just wanted it on rows. So, yeah. There we go. Okay. I think that looks good. So yeah, this was good. This was good tricky. This was good tricks. Okay, so we've got the bars working. The wonderful thing now is we just duplicate this, and we change our mark type from that to, we just drag this onto text, and then now you can see here's all of our years. Tricky, tricky, tricky. There we go. This has got a, this is going to be very, this little show hide thing, this dynamically showing hiding is going to be very useful. I can see, not just in, like, it has lots of use cases outside of just table calculations and, you know, showing that. So that'll be really good. So play around with it, see what we can do. We'll call these numbers. Let's go create our dashboard real quick. Oh, 100%. Oh yeah. Okay. So when it's on the numbers, it needs to be at 100%. There we go. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard. I think she said 13 by 9. Yep. And we will do a vertical container. Everything is this really, really light color. So let's go format the dashboard. The dashboard is going to be this guy. Just so nothing gets. All right, let's drop a blank in there. Let's do a dashboard title. Dashboard title. Whoop. There's that. Can you build a flexible tabular display? I'm gonna do bold. Can you build a flexible crosstab display? Use the options below. Switch how the data is displayed. And to determine how much detail to show. Drop this to 12, remove that, do that. That looks good. Yep. I think I just want to do a blank. Set that to 2. Background is this kind of. Is that the dark? No. Maybe. Maybe I do want it to be dark. Do the background as this really dark color. Nope, that's the light color. Copy. Oh, this guy. It's. There we go. That's what I wanted. And we'll do edit the height to 2. Oh. Okay. There. And then we'll do a horizontal. I'll show you how I build my dashboards here. Drop that there. And then we'll do a text box. And we'll do customize display. And 11 bold. And we'll leave that blank there. But my line went away. There's my line. So until we get Tableau Cloud's ability to rearrange, because in Tableau Cloud you can drag an option and just move it around. Like you can do that in Tableau Cloud, but you can't do it on desktop yet. But for now, you just go into your item hierarchy, grab the one you want, and then you can move it like that. But it would be really great, Tableau, if you could let us do that in desktop too. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Drop this back down to 2. Let's bump this up a little bit more, but it's not that. It's there we go. Edit the height. It's at 30. Let's go 60. And now we've got our. So what do we want to do here? Do we want to do, yeah, let's do bars. And numbers. Do for that. And both of these are going to be fit height. And let's see, this will be interesting. That takes up the entire space. But when I go here, I need it to be fit. I need to have. So maybe is it just standard and you just fit it? You just expand it to fit the window? Maybe. Okay, let's try. Standard. Well, no, I need it to fit height. That is what we need. We need both of these to be fit height. Okay. But they need to be, okay, so I can do this guy is going to go in here. And there's another parameter I need to show, which is my show as. And that goes first. And then I can drop the size here and drop the size here, and then I'll just drop a blank in here and drop the size here. There we go. That looks about right. I can get rid of this guy. And now I want to, when it's Okay, show as. So, oh, not. No. So I still need it, yeah. All right, so I need to have another one for this. So that one, nope, that's the wrong way. So let's just go back. Not show as. And show as. So when we go back here, bars is first, so that's going to be calculation 2. This is going to be show, this is going to be calculation 1. There we go. Okay, so this just needs to be kind of, nope. I just need to resize this until it fits a little bit at a time. Again, until Tableau gives us, that looks pretty good. And now whenever I go here and I do that, I get all my years, plus I get my horizontal scroll bar, so that's good. So again, until Tableau gives us independent measure columns, measure column width, that's what we got to do. And then we get that, we get our scroll bar. I think the size of our bars is too big, so let's go drop those down. There we go, that looks pretty good. False, drops everything down, bars, numbers, pretty good. What do you say? Oh, get rid of my titles. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. Cool. All right. Well, there you go. That was a really fun challenge. Nope. There. Here we go. Hey, there I am. That was a really fun challenge. Thank you to Donna Coles for that challenge. Thank you to Sam Parsons for the inspiration and showing us that little trick. Thank you, Donna, for having us practice that trick. This was really fun. I can see definitely where I can use that dynamic show hide ability for lots of different worksheets, not just with both when utilizing table calculations and in showing and hiding dimensions like year or really any hierarchy, right? Like that's really what it's good for, right? Is dynamically showing a hierarchy or not. So yeah, it's pretty good. Good stuff. It's good to be back. Kind of jump back in the saddle here. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Don't forget, we are Data People. I'm Hipster Viz Ninja. Go forth and viz.